Hi, Bill Caskey here, author of Same Game New Rules and creator of the Sales Leadership Academy. As part of the run-up to the launch on August 1st, we're offering you some videos, and also if you haven't downloaded it yet, make sure you go to the link below and download the Sales Leaders Checklist, 12 ideas to elevate your skills and inspire your team. There's a lot of really good ideas in here, things you can use almost immediately. In this video today, we're going to talk about mistakes that sales leaders make. Usually when we go into an organization, we work with the sales leaders, the executive VPs, the sales managers before we work with the sales team. And we're always looking at how do you lead, how do you inspire, how do you instruct. And we have found many mistakes that are made, but we're going to talk about 3 today that I think if you start to think through these and change these in your own leadership competency set, you're going to see a difference. Mistake number 1, personal attention. I find that often people like you, leaders like you, will not spend enough time with personal attention to your team. And what personal attention means is spend several hours once a month talking about strategy, talking about not only their results, which you're always going to talk about, but also the inputs for those results. We have a video coming up in the next video or 2 in this series talking about leading indicators and lagging indicators. But spend time with your people. I know that sounds simple, and I know you probably think you already do, but if you don't have 2 to 3 hours blocked off each month for each one of your team, then you may not be doing enough to give them the personal attention. Amazing ideas come from these sessions when you can focus just on them and their results. Second thing is vision for them. Do you have a vision for them? I know we always talk about how we need to have a vision for ourselves. They need to have a vision for themselves. But do you have a vision for them? I had a chance to watch a retirement ceremony for a coach in Indiana who had coached 22 straight championships in the cross-country arena. And a lot of his athletes got up at this event and they talked about how, his name was Chuck Keppen, about how Chuck had a vision for them they never had for themselves, that he could see something in them and their potential and their talent that they never saw. And my question to you is, do you do that with your people? I know you ask them questions and that's part of the process, but do you have a vision for them? Have you shared that? Do you see talent that maybe they haven't used? Are you working together to build that talent? There's nothing more inspirational than someone like you taking time and saying, look, I see something in you you may not even see in yourself. So make sure you spend some time doing that. Third thing, constant questioning. Constantly be asking your people, individually or as a group, what are you struggling with? What are some of the things that are happening that you'd like to remedy? Where do you get stuck in the sales process? What are the skills that maybe you want to have that you don't have? When we go into an organization, that's one of the first things we do with the sales team is say, where are you struggling? And they give us all sorts of great information. And then the sales manager who's in the room says, well, they never told me that. I've never heard that before. Well, you got to ask. So 3 things. Pay more attention, have a meeting once a month for 2 or 3 hours where you work with each member of your team. Tell them what your vision for them is. Be brutally honest with them. If they have talent that's underutilized, tell them they have talent that's underutilized. It's very inspirational. And 3, constantly be on the lookout for things they struggle with, for objections they can't handle, for anything in that area. And you'll be surprised at how often you'll have a remedy for them, or if you don't, you'll be able to point them in the direction where they can get that remedy. Once again, if you haven't already signed up for these videos, go below. There's a link. You'll get access to the Sales Leaders Checklist, and also you will not miss a video if you put in your name and email address. See you next time.